The extremist group that has called itself the Islamic State has drawn widespread attention around the world for its terror operations and public threats against the West. But there's still no consensus among Western governments about what to actually call the group. The commonly used names are ISIS, ISIL, Islamic State, and more recently, Daesh. Different government organizations, individuals, and media outlets use different names to refer to the group, but each name has a different meaning and connotation.
The list of crimes for which Daesh is responsible is already numbing.
We need to find a way to work together to bring this fighting to an end and to focus on the aim we all share, destroying the evil death cult which is ISIL.
At this moment, the greatest threats come from the Middle East and North Africa, where radical groups exploit grievances for their own gain. And one of those groups is ISIL, which calls itself the Islamic State.
In 2014, the group said it had established a caliphate. Since then, it has branded itself with the name Islamic State, a name that has been widely used and accepted by the media. The Associated Press Style Guide recommends using the term the Islamic State Group to distinguish it from an established nation, while the Wall Street Journal calls it simply the Islamic State. Some government officials are uncomfortable using the term because they believe it legitimizes the organization. In the West, the group is most commonly referred to as ISIS, which means Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or Islamic State of Iraq and Al-Sham. The White House prefers the acronym ISIL, which stands for the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. These are basically geographic names which point out territory that the caliphate holds or where it is seeking to expand. Levant is not actually an Arabic term. It's an old French word that refers to the land occupying the countries of Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Israel. This is land the terror group seeks to hold. The most recent name for the extremist group is Daesh. This word, most notably preferred by John Kerry and the French government, comes from an acronym based on a name for Islamic State and is not an Arabic word. However, depending on the emphasis, it sounds similar to Arabic insults for one who crushes something underfoot or one who sows discord. The Islamic State doesn't like the negative connotations and has banned its use. The group reportedly threatened to cut out the tongue of anyone who used the term instead of its preferred Islamic State.